Hollywood-based, South African-born actress Lindi Cecile is with us today to chat about making it in Hollywood. Welcome to the Loft, Lindi.
Thank you so much, Palesa. It's so great to be chatting to you today.
Now, Lindi girl, I cannot believe you did it, and a lot of South Africans are looking up to you like, I want to do it too. I mean, back in 2017, you packed your bags and left for Hollywood. What sparked this dream of making it in Hollywood?
Well, acting is something that I've always been passionate about. It's something that I've been kind of unable to escape. It sort of followed me. I think your dream follows you until you listen to it. So that's what happened for me. And when I got the opportunity to come to Los Angeles and work here, I knew I had to take it. And since then, I've been so incredibly busy and happy to be here. And I've had so many amazing opportunities and I've worked with so many incredible people, so I'm incredibly happy to be here.
Now, let's get down to the honest moments now. Let's be real, Lindi. Life in Hollywood. How difficult is it to make it big in the world's biggest stage? I mean, what is the dream like versus the reality of making it as an actress in Hollywood?
I suppose with any dream, it would be ideal if we could just take an elevator, but unfortunately that is not the case. It is very challenging and it is definitely a difficult journey, but it's absolutely worth it. And I mean, it's long hours on set and it's a lot of auditioning and trying out and really bringing your A game. Talent is not enough. It's a talent and hard work hand in hand type of game. And the reality is that there's so much work that goes into one single production, and you know, from the day that you audition to the day that you go and promote your film is an incredibly long journey, but it's such a fulfilling journey when you get there. And what I love so much is all the wonderful projects that I've been able to work on. I've been able to work on projects with stories that I really care about. Last year, I did a film called You Up, and this was very important to me because it was about mental health. It was a dark comedy about insomnia, and mental health is something that is very important to me to speak about. And I'm very excited about where this film is going, and it's getting into so many festivals and it's doing really well. And I did a play that is going to the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Wow. And it's going to be a traveling production. And that story, it's called A Long Time Ago. And that story is so similar to my own because it's about this woman who leaves everything that she knows behind to go and follow her career in the arts. So I think that this journey that I had, definitely I can bring into my own characters. And I think that is what is important, is to remember that your journey counts.
You have left South Africa. You decided to leave your family and the safety of home and the certainty of home to chase something that was a little bit more uncertain. So where do you find yourself placed within all of this?
I completely agree with you. It's very difficult to leave everything that you know behind. And that is something that I struggled with in the beginning because I was completely alone in this brand new place without my family, without knowing anyone. And it takes a while to find your feet and to get to know a community that really cares about you and to find that support network here. But I've really found that here and I've really made a home of it here. It was very hard. It was very difficult to establish that for myself here. But again, it's so worth it. And of course, I really miss my family, and it does still get very hard sometimes to have this long distance relationship with them. But I'm so grateful that they support me because they are truly incredible. They support me in every little thing that I do, and they completely understand why I'm here and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Wow. So that's definitely helps me a lot.
That's huge. I think that speaks volumes, and it makes it that little bit more easier to achieve your goals and go full throttle for what you dream and what you believe in. Let's touch base on the current Hollywood situation concerning the hashtag Black Lives Matter and the overall mood of the industry right now. How are you finding it?
It has been an incredible movement over here over the last 2 months. And everyone I know is somehow involved and making a contribution in any way that they can. Everyone I know is somehow helping to make our community safer and to improve the situation and create positive change. And that's how I know that I'm in the right community, because I'm in a community that cares about people, and I'm in a place where people want life to be better. So there's definitely this air of revolution. We are storytellers, so it's our job to tell stories of love and acceptance, and that's exactly what is happening. The content that's being created right now has so much to do with the events of 2020, and I think that's incredible because we are learning to tell important stories.
And it's this sense of revolution that we mirror here on Afternoon Express and in South Africa. Because as you know, homegirl, it is the month of July, which is Nelson Mandela International Day, which we celebrated on the 18th. I mean, this is the sense that we want to trickle within our communities and abroad. And those South Africans doing incredible things on the other side of the world. So do you have any advice or words of encouragement to South Africans who still see themselves living abroad and achieving those dreams globally?
I think it's important to know that everything that you need to be great is already within you. And every single experience that you have adds to what is going to be your success story one day.
Girl, you just touched my core. Thank you so much. I mean, you said so simply, so elegantly, but more than anything, it packed that punch. Lindi, girl, we appreciate you stopping by and sharing that love and sharing that appreciation for all things Mzansi. And local is lekker in Hollywood. But we don't want you to go far. We want you to be dunking rusks with us here on Afternoon Express. So don't go anywhere, because shortly we'll be playing the 5-second game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, South Africa, while you heard it, the competition is on. The 5-second game, as you know, is one of my favorites, and we'll be playing that shortly.